Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you see, we got some, well, it's in the evening right now, in the afternoon, after 5:30 or just at 5:30 anyway. Today's video, well, believe it or not, winter's coming. Be right back with you. Everybody, welcome back to the video. And before we get started, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to share with your friends and your enemies. So let's get on with the video. And right at the very beginning, a little publicity for myself. This right here bag I've made right here, as you see, this is my camera tripod bag. And the reason why I made this is because the other one was a little bit too short. Part of my tripod mounting bracket stuck out. So what I did is I said, well, I'm going to make myself one. And I did. It's padded, completely padded actually. Got a little bit of molly here on the front of it. I can attach a pouch inside here. I can have some extra, I can attach bigger pouch here for extra gear that I carry, extra, just different things for my tripod. It's got a little carrying strap on here. I can easily throw it across my back if I'm going out for a hike. And there you go. Anyway, tripod's not in it right now because guess what? It's holding up the camera right now. So anyway, let's get on with the video. So like I said, winter is coming. It doesn't seem like it right now. It's freaking hot as can be. We had a 33°C week last week. And man, was it hot, man. It was so hot. Gosh, too hot. And well, getting ready for winter, one of those things that we're going to talk about is sleeping. Okay, so it's going to be the very first video and a several part video we'll make on winter camping. Okay, and I primarily camp during the winter time, and the reason why that is because less people, no bugs, much better, much more comfortable. I can really just relax, nice fire. It's just too hot right now. I don't actually camp at all in the summertime unless I got something planned special up in the mountains or along a river or a lake or something like that. But in the countryside, it's just too warm. So let's talk about sleep, okay? So what I do is in the wintertime and in the summertime, I try to get up off the ground as much as possible. Now, some people are they hammock camp, which is great, but in wintertime, it's a little bit, I'm not a fan of hammock camping at all, winter or summer. I think a hammock's nice to have with you. You can lay on it, take a little nap in it, you know, just sort of relax, you know, stay cool, get up off the ground. You can use it as a chair, or you can get you one of these folding cots that they have that exists that are really lightweight, made by Helinox or a few other companies like that. Well, I got the Helinox chairs, but I don't have the 300 and something buck cot. so and then if I did in the wintertime, I'd still have to insulate myself because there'd be a flow of air below it. So the first thing I do is I want to get up off the ground as much as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all this gear right here and lay it out for you and show you what we're talking about. So first thing I do is I have several mats. This is a foam mat that I use right here. And I also use an air mattress, okay? And this is it right here. So I use an air mattress and a foam mat to get myself as high up off the ground as possible. Okay, and we're gonna lay this stuff out in a second. Another thing I do, and the first thing I do after I've cleared the ground off as much as possible, is I lay out a Tyvek sheet. And this one right here, well, all my gear just fell. What I do first is I lay out my Tyvek sheet. And this right here, this is one I ordered off Amazon because for some reason I can't get it over here in Europe, or just I haven't found it yet. I've been looking for a while, off and on. But I ordered this through Amazon, and it was selling it by the meter. And I think I paid like $4 for like 3 meters of this right here, like more than 3 yards. And so I got it and I cut it down, and I have another extra piece. But you can order, I guess, be smart to order 10 meters or whatever, or 20 meter, order all you can. Go to a building supply company if you're in the States or something like that, and get you some of this right here, because this is pretty much waterproof. I mean, I've never had any water leak through it, and I've had this sheet right here for at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years like that. I've had it for so long, I don't even remember how long I've had it, but it still works. A little bit stained, but man, it's so compact, also weighs almost nothing, and it works fantastic. And this doesn't have any lettering on it. I mean, it's, I don't know why, but it just has no lettering on it. So that's part of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay this out, and I'm gonna show it to you, and then we're gonna start from there. So what you see here is I have my Tyvek right here. By the way, that noise you hear is a Thermarest Neo air pump. It's not very fast, and I had to make an adapter for it. It's going right back over here. Anyway, it's a bit of a test for it to see how well it works. I'm not that impressed with it for the moment, but anyway. So I have my Tyvek, I have my Thermarest below it, and then I have my Neo air, light air, and this is a wider one. It's actually wider than the foam mattress here is, which is pretty good. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it so far. I've had it for many years, and you can see it's pretty dirty, been pretty used up a whole lot, but it's still functioning really well, and I'm still very happy with it. Oh, about to start getting some rain here in a minute, so we got to hurry this up. We got some black clouds coming up from behind us. It's been hot all week, and we really need this weather. Anyway, as this thing right here is going, it actually is inflating it. So there you go. I inflate it usually all the way, and then I'll release some of the air in it so I can have a little bit more form with my body. But we're not going to inflate this thing all together because the weather's about to come in. But I'm going to show you that I'm going to stop this right here and then show you the next step. So we've got it aired up, and it actually is pretty, actually it does work. It's not that great. I mean, it's pretty slow. Well, once I get this layer, I'm up off the ground now. Well, for wintertime, I use the good old US Army ECWC sleeping bag system, okay? And I am a huge fan of this system. I have not slept in a more comfortable sleeping bag system yet. The only thing I don't have the Gore-Tex cover with this right here. I got rid of it a long time ago because I don't really like it. But this is the double system right here. You have the patrol bag with the intermediate bag, and man, these are fantastic. There's nothing warmer than this right here that I've found so far that fits me. I'm sure there are some brands out there that I haven't tried yet, but this right here is what makes me happy. When I'm in this thing right here, I feel so good. Now, if we're in a situation where, because I usually sleep under a poncho or a tarp, so there's a possibility it could be some weather come in. So I will, if that happens, I will take my Gore-Tex jacket or my rain jacket, and I will button it up, zip it up, and put it over the foot of the bag if I have to, or the waterproof bag if I have to. I usually don't like doing it too much that way because you gather a whole lot of humidity. Now your feet, I found something else that works even better, keeping me warm, but your feet is one of those areas that when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. And so you lose a lot of heat through your feet, through your hands, and through your head. So if it's really, really cold, there are a few things to cover that. And that's where we get into just, now I will have underclothing, t-shirt, and if it's really cold, I'll even put a jacket on. I have some nice medium weight down type jackets or insulated jackets. If it's really cold, I'll throw one of those on while I'm sleeping in there. But what I also do, I will have some gloves with me, some wool gloves, and I will wear like a watch cap. Here's a wool watch cap right here. I'll wear this right here. And for my feet, something I got this past winter, which I am super happy with, and that is the Corinthia booties, and this is with the G-loft inside of them. Man, these things right here are so warm. The bottom is reinforced, so if you have to get up and take a tinkle, you can wear them on your feet, go get you a tinkle. Something else not bad is have you maybe a pair of sandals like that or with you, and you can slip those over your feet if you have to. But these right here work fantastic. They are super warm. Put those on, get inside. Matter of fact, the first time I wore them, I felt a little bit claustrophobic and had to take them off. And so the second night I wore them and it was cold, I went ahead and left them on, even around the fire and stuff, around the fire, the camp area. And man, my feet were toasty. When I got inside my sleeping bag, I remained toasty. I felt really good. The whole night was a really nice, comfortable night of sleep. And I can highly recommend getting yourself some of these. I know that there is with the PS, what's it called, the PCS, or the new Marine Corps system, or in the Army system. I have the jackets, but I don't have the pants for it. I have another pair of pants. They're insulated, but you can get these right here for the Marine one. I think it's in Coyote. I highly recommend you get yourself these right here. And in fact, the insulated bottoms even better. I mean, reinforced bottoms are even better. So if you're out in the snow or something like that, this works. This does really the job. Let's talk about something else. Okay, so before you get in your bag, make sure you're ready. Okay, that is, have all your gear arranged up. Make sure you have before it gets dark. Make sure you have your sleeping bag, some kind of light around your neck, something like that. I carry my headlamp, this kind of stuff. But make sure you're ready for it, And so go ahead and do your business, your number ones, your number twos before, because your body's going to want, as it gets cold, it's going to want to dump all the things that that would take to warm it. And that's one of those things is your number twos. So you're going to want to do that if you can before you get into the bag. And then once you get in the bag, get yourself comfortable, get to sleep. Okay, go ahead. I like sleeping not too long. Once it gets after dark, I go ahead and get to sleep. My body really adjusts itself to nature very quickly. I feel so comfortable, much more comfortable sleeping in nature than I do actually do in the house, because even though it's comfortable at home, but my body is arranged around everything that's around me. Okay, but when I'm in nature, I immediately go into the whole concept of when it gets dark, I'm tired, I'm ready to go to sleep. When it gets light, I wake up, and my days are like that. And it's so much more comfortable living like that, more with nature like that. Anyway, so like I said, make sure you've done your due, get in your bag, get some good sleep. And if you do have to, make sure also, if you have your boots just like that with you, if you have something you can put them inside your bag to help keep them warm. You can dry your clothes off. If your clothes are a little bit damp, you can put them on, and that'll dry them off. But you don't have to sleep naked inside this right here, and you don't have to sleep completely dressed. Okay, find your comfort zone, what's going to be comfortable for you, and do like that. Work it out. Okay. When I first got this bag right here, I was living up in the mountains and had a big terrace, and middle of the winter time, so I would have slept out one night in it, just it by itself on a sleeping mat to see in the snow, see how it worked. And it was, like I said, this is probably the best bag. And I have Corinthia Defense 4 along with the Troopin. I have that sleep system. It's just that for my size, okay, it's just too tight. It's too tight. Okay, here, even a new Corinthia poncho sleep system, it's a little bit too tight for me to really be able to get into it. So I need an extension for it. So the moment they come up with an extension for that thing, I'm going to get it so I can use that as a summertime sleeping bag, because I think it's very comfortable. Usually in the summertime, what I'll do though, I'll zip up the feet 3/4, put my feet in it, and then just use it like a duvet. But anyway, let's get back to this right here. Sleeping warm, being comfortable and sleeping warm is a priority, especially when you're camping, or especially in the wintertime. If you have to, get you some pine burls or some spruce burls, lay them on the ground, something that's not going to pick through or stab through your gear. Then put your stuff on it, give you a little bit more insulation away from it. You can always have a bunch of leaves. You put the leaves there, lay your Tyvek on top of that first, and then go from there. And if you don't have any of that stuff, make sure you clean out all the sharp twigs and rocks and kind of stuff. Make it as flat as possible. And if sandy area is even better, you can sort of work it out for yourself and lay your Tyvek, then your foam mattress, and like I said, my air mattress, and then my sleeping bag. And like I said, if you were to get cold at night, you can always put your bag, your rain jacket over your feet. If you find that, so far with my new booties, I don't have that problem anymore. I'm super comfortable. I finally found a really the system that works the best for me. And I can get all this in a 62-liter Alice backpack, along with everything I need for a long weekend, food, water, and I usually will filter water while I'm out and about. I go somewhere where's a water source, this kind of stuff. The food I bring with me is, maybe some food I can cook over the fire, but a lot of it's going to be boil in the bag, or MREs, or dehydrated stuff. So that way I'm not messing around carrying a whole lot of heavy gear the biggest volume is going to be the sleeping bag. But then I have the rest of my gear with me also. So anyway, we'll talk more about winter stuff, layering, this kind of stuff like that. What kind of clothes I suggest from my point of view that you use and this kind of stuff in a later video. But I hope you enjoyed this right here. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let me know what you think, what you use. Leave a comment, positive or negative. You know, I'm always open to trying to find a better way, a better solution. I'm sure there's some of you guys who live up in the extreme north who know a whole lot more than I will ever know. And I've been up there before, slept, but with the Army. And sleeping with the Army is not necessarily the comfortable way of sleeping, actually. It's just, you know, sleeping, getting your head down for a little bit and then getting on to the next objective, you know. So nowadays I go out and I want to enjoy life and relax. And I definitely want to be able to be comfortable, as comfortable as I can when I'm out camping and that kind of stuff. Anyway, well, before the rain starts coming in, listen, I hope you all have a pleasant day. Enjoy the rest of August, which is no longer. We're now in September. Yesterday's my brother Kevin's birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin. 33 years old now. Oh, 53 years old now. 53. And mine's a month away. I'll be 56. Anyway, I hope you all have a pleasant day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to share with your friends and enemies. And if you have any questions, let me know. And the very last thing before I say goodbye is check out my website at www.helvetiabushcraft.ch. I'll leave the links always down below. I got a lot of gear and that kind of stuff like that, and I make a lot of gear. So if you guys are interested in getting yourself one of these tripod bags, let me know. I can hook you up. You guys take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you again in the near future. Goodbye.